Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're regular here, you know I review many photographic, audio and video related products. And if you're new here, well, that's exactly what I do. So today we're looking at a lens I purchased for my Panasonic Lumix S5 full frame camera. Now I've got a few lenses for the Panasonic S5. I haven't got a great deal because it's a fairly new mount. It's the L mount, part of the L mount alliance, which is Panasonic, Sigma and Leica. I think it was actually originally developed by Leica, Leica, I don't know, German brand. And what I have, in addition to the lens we're going to be talking about, I've got the Sigma 30mm lens, this one here. But the unfortunate thing with this, although it's L mount, it is an APS-C lens. So when you put it on the S5, it crops it to APS-C mode, which is fine for video, because I'm actually using the S5 in APS-C mode for this scene you're looking at here. It's actually filming in APS-C mode. And I'll explain why that is in just a moment. So I've got the Sigma 30mm f1.4, great lens, very cheap, you know, and highly recommended if you're into video, but not recommended for photographs because you lose a large percentage. You know, a 24 megapixel sensor is about 10 megapixels with this lens, so not really great. Certainly not on the S5 for photographs. I've got the kit lens, no, this ain't the kit lens, the 85mm lens, Panasonic 85mm lens, great lens. I love this lens and I use it constantly. So I've got the 85mm portrait lens, as I call it, great in the studio here. But it's quite, I mean, 85 is kind of short telephoto, isn't it? So that's a little bit restrictive as well. So that's that one. And I've got the excellent kit lens, which is the 20-60. Now, the only reason I'm mentioning these lenses is to give you an idea as to why I purchased the this particular lens we're talking about. And what we're talking about is actually fitted to my S5. I will show it to you in just a moment. So I will take it off, or I'll take the camera off its tripod and show you. I'm going to attempt to do that. See what damage I do to the whole setup, I don't know. So I've got that one, but the lens we're talking about is the very compact Sigma 45mm lens, L mount lens, and it is really compact. It's not very heavy. You literally can throw it in your camera bag and not know you've got it because it is so light and it's such good quality. And you can see the quality that's coming off this lens because we're actually filming this particular angle, this close-up angle is with the Sigma 45mm. Now, the reason why I've put it in APS-C mode is simply because I wanted to get it a bit tighter. I haven't got the camera close enough to me to have it in full frame mode. So I thought, well, I'll switch it to APS-C mode. And that's one of the lovely features I love about my Sonys. I've got my A7C just filming behind me and the Panasonics. When you're shooting video, you've got the choice of either Super 35mm mode, as Sony called it, or full frame mode. And you still get that lovely bokeh in the background. Now it's an f2.5, or is it 2.8 lens? I think it's, yeah, it's an f2.8 to f22. So it's not quite as wide as, say, my 85mm f1.8 or the f1.4 on the Sigma 30mm, but it's not bad. And you still get, if you look in the background there, you still get some nice bokeh, even though I have got it set to APS-C mode. So, you know, it's a great lens, and the stills that come off the this Sigma lens are terrific. They really are lovely. If I'll quickly show you what I'll do before I show you the lens, I'll quickly go through some of the stills. Now I've just taken these in the garden. We can't get out a great deal at the moment, so I've just taken a few images in the garden, and they come out really nice. You know, the sharpness and the colours, the Sigma colours and contrasts that come off these modern Sigma lenses, I think is lovely. Now that, whether it be a Sigma for the Sony, because I've got Sigma lenses for the Sony, or whether it be for, you know, pretty much any brand, they're really nice lenses. I think Sigma are doing a great job now with their lenses, and you get really nice clarity when you look at where you focus. Look at the clarity of that leaf, absolutely lovely, really nice. So the images that are coming off this Sigma lens are great. I'm really pleased with the quality that, you know, you can achieve with this really compact lens. And being 45mm, it's very close to a 50mm sort of standard lens. You know, so you're going to get great images. You can use it as a portrait lens. you know, if you really need to, you can use it for street photography. It's a really versatile focal length. Is, you know, 45mm. It's not wide, but it's not telephoto either. So you've got to, you know, you can do quite a bit with it. Image quality is lovely. Sharpness is excellent. And it's just the colours that come off it are lovely. Look at that brickwork. The sharpness in that brickwork is really, really nice. Great little lens. You can see there, that is just so sharp. Now I will put, see there, just absolutely gorgeous. You can see each, you know, vein of that leaf. And as I going as wide as 2.8, you do get quite a reasonable amount of bokeh. It's pretty decent. So that's why I say you can use it as a portrait lens. What I will do, I put in the description below a link to my Flickr page. So if you want to take a closer look at the images that come off this lens, and obviously off the Panasonic S5, then by all means do so. That's going to be much better than looking at the images on YouTube, because the YouTube compression is so high, you're not going to really see how good these images are. So I strongly recommend, if you are interested in this lens, even just to look at it, then, you know, see, look at the detail of that. It's really aesthetic, it's lovely. So yeah, really highly recommend this lens and the camera, the S5. I'm really enjoying using the S5. I'm also really enjoying using this bit of software that you see. I'm scanning through the images here, and it's a program called Luminar AI. It's called, well, actually they've got a new update 2 now, but it's actually Luminar AI, and there's a Luminar 4. And I will put again another link in the description where you can download a trial copy of Luminar AI or Luminar 4, or both. And if you do decide you want to buy either or, use the coupon code AVP when you check out, AVP, and you get $10 off your purchase price. Now I've actually bought this software. They haven't sent it to me free of charge. I've purchased it. And the only reason I'm recommending it is because I really enjoy using it, and it's a really powerful bit of software. It can do all sorts, but one of the fun things it can do, and although it is fun, it's actually practical as well. You can, let's go back to a grid view. You can actually do, as well as editing, it's a very powerful editing bit of software. If we go into the edit mode, you will see there's all sorts of editing modules here. So you can adjust for light, the highlights, for shadows, etc, etc. But one of the fun things that it does, you can replace the skies, and you can replace components within the sky. So if we look at one where I've done it, let's say that one, just as an example, and we look at that's edited, it took me seconds, I mean, or minutes maybe. So that's edited, and that's what came out of the camera. So I've replaced the lamppost and I've replaced the sky. And it's so simple to replace the sky. You know, let's very quickly do something. Here we go. Let's replace that sky then. Let's go with just that one. And within a matter of minutes, that'll change. Look at that. And you've got a completely different image with a different sky. So you can play around with different skies. And I haven't edited that. I haven't, you know, I mean, you can go further and adjust its parameters and all sorts. But I can highly recommend this program if you're into playing with editing photos and you're not a skilled editor. I'm certainly not a skilled editor. It may well be worth looking at, and I think it's a great bit of software. As I say, $10 off if you do decide you want to buy it. Now what we'll do, we'll take a look, as I said we would do, we'll take a look. Let's see what I can wreck while I do it. We'll take a look at the lens. Whoops, it's not, no cables, no. So there we go. Now the other close-up camera, now this one's taken off the thing, is my GH5 here with another Sigma lens, actually, the Sigma 30mm again, but of course it's on a GH5, so that becomes a 60mm effectively. So I'm hoping that's all working great, because we now haven't got the other close-up camera. So this is the lens, and you can see here, let's take the lens hood off. Whoops, throw it across the room. You can see how compact that lens is. It's got a manual clickable aperture ring, which is very reminiscent of the Fuji cameras. They've got an aperture ring on the lens. You can set it to automatic as well, so it has got an A position. You might not be able to see that, but there is an A position there. You can set it to automatic. Really well made metal construction, excellently made lens, manual focus ring on the front here. Yeah, and you've got an autofocus, manual focus switch on the side here, which is great. Again, some bodies, it's awkward to get to your autofocus, manual focus switch. It isn't on the Panasonics, but the switch is there anyway. So yeah, great lens, really nice and compact, and great being clickable. I know videographers are, you know, frustrated with clickable lenses because you hear the click and it makes a noise as you adjust the aperture. But I just set the aperture and leave it at a particular setting, particularly when I'm working in controlled lighting in the studio here, so that doesn't worry me. It might bother some videographers. And you see how good the video is. The autofocus motor in here does handle video quite nicely. It's fast enough to handle video, so you're not going to find it hunting and what have you. Although that is an issue with Panasonic cameras, because it's depth from defocus, which is basically contrast detect autofocus. You do get a little bit of hunting. I think I've cured it now as best I can, because I've reduced the speed and the sensitivity in the menu, so shouldn't be doing it anywhere near as badly. But judge for yourself. Earlier, if you look back through this video, this close-up shot was shot on the you know, this particular setup. So there we go. So that's the actual lens. You can see how compact it is on here. I'll put the weight in the description below, so you can actually see what the weight of the lens is, but it is light. There's nothing to it. And the lens hood is a metal construction lens hood as well, so it's a really nice piece of kit. So yeah, that's the Sigma 45mm F2.8 L mount lens, and there you go, there it is. So I hope you found that useful. I love this lens. I'll be using it a great deal. And actually, let's just put it back on the tripod and put it in full frame mode. I don't know if I can do that while it's still recording. Unfortunately, this camera is recording the audio, so I don't really want to stop the audio. So let's put it back on here. He says, without dropping it. Right, okay. So let's now go into... Oh no, it won't let me... Okay, so it won't let me adjust it. That's fair enough. Yeah, so there we go. See where we are. So there we go. That is the Sigma 45mm L mount lens, and I've got it fitted to my S5. That's the only L mount body that I have. And we're looking at it now, and I've left the camera running, so you know, the autofocus I think is locked back into my face, so it should be fine. And you know, I think you'll find it a great lens. Again, that shows you how good the autofocus motor is on this particular lens and how well it works with the Panasonic S5. So I hope you found that useful. Please subscribe to my channel if you do find it useful. I'm really pleased with the sort of feedback that I'm getting. It's helping me a lot grow the channel. I really enjoy reading the comments, and I do read every single comment. So again, thanks for subscribing, and please hit the like button if you found this particular video useful. That's also great and really helpful to me as well. So thanks very much for watching, and again, don't forget to you know, download the trial versions of Luminar 4 or Luminar AI, and if you do want to buy it, use the code AVP to get $10 off, and take a look at my Flickr page to have a look at the images coming from the Sigma 45mm. Forgot then what I was doing, the Sigma 45mm. So there we go. Thanks very much for watching, and stay tuned for more videos relating to video and photography. Cheers for now. Bye.